Hey everyone, welcome back to Finance Whales. I'm excited to guide you through today's video. And let me tell you, I am pumped for today's video. We're talking about building a rock-solid financial foundation for long-term success. Listen, whether you're just starting out or you've been in the game for a while, having a strong financial foundation is absolutely crucial. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't just slap some walls up without a solid foundation, right? Same goes for your finances. You need a strong base to support your financial goals. Whether that's buying your dream car, that Tesla Model S you've always wanted, or that dream house, maybe even retiring early and traveling the world. So, in this video, we're going to break down the essential steps you need to take to build that unshakable financial foundation and set yourself up for a lifetime of financial wins. Let's do this. Alright, let's get real for a second. The first step to mastering your money is knowing where it's actually going. And I'm not talking about guessing or having a vague idea. I'm talking about tracking every single dollar. You can use a budgeting app, a simple spreadsheet, or even just a good old-fashioned notebook, whatever works best for you. The key is to be consistent. Write down all your income, your salary, any side hustles, everything. Then track your expenses, and I mean everything from your rent or mortgage payments to your daily coffee runs. Those $5 lattes add up. You've got to see the big picture and the little details. This might seem tedious at first, but trust me, it's eye-opening. Once you see where your money is actually going, you'll be able to identify areas where you can cut back and start making your money work harder for you. Now, I'm not saying you need to live like a monk and deprive yourself of everything fun. It's all about being mindful and making conscious spending choices. Take a close look at your spending tracker. Are there any subscriptions you're not really using? Maybe that gym membership you signed up for with good intentions but haven't used in months? Cut it! Could you downgrade your cable package or negotiate a better rate on your car insurance? You bet! Little changes like this can free up a surprising amount of cash each month. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards your financial goals, whether that's investing, paying down debt, or finally taking that dream vacation. Okay, so you're tracking your expenses, you're cutting costs where you can. Now it's time to put that extra money to work. First things first, you need an emergency fund. We'll dive deeper into this in the next chapter, but having 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up is crucial. Once you've got your emergency fund squared away, you can start thinking about investing. Remember, investing is the key to building long-term wealth. Whether you're investing in the stock market, real estate, or your own business, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, emergency funds. I know it's not as exciting as picking out a new car or planning a dream vacation, but trust me, it's crucial. Life throws curveballs, it's inevitable. Your car could break down, you could have unexpected medical bills, or you could even lose your job. Having a solid emergency fund acts as a financial safety net, protecting you from going into debt when those unexpected expenses pop up. Remember that time my Tesla got a flat tire? Yeah, not cheap, but because I had my emergency fund, I didn't have to stress about it. So, how much should you actually have in your emergency fund? Well, it depends on your individual circumstances. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. So, if your monthly expenses are $5,000, you'd want to have between $15,000 and $30,000 saved up. Now, I know that might sound like a lot, especially when you're just starting out. But remember, you don't have to build it overnight. Start small, even if it's just $50 or $100 a month, and gradually increase it over time. The important thing is to be consistent and make it a priority. You'll be amazed at how quickly it adds up. Now, I'm all about efficiency, so let's talk about some strategies to turbocharge your emergency fund savings. First up, automate your savings. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account each month. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Next, consider a side hustle. Whether it's driving for Uber, freelancing online, or selling handmade goods on Etsy, there are tons of ways to earn extra cash these days. And remember those expenses we talked about cutting back on? Redirect that money straight to your emergency fund. You'll be surprised at how quickly those small amounts can add up. Finally, don't be afraid to get creative. Sell gently used clothes or electronics, have a garage sale, or even ask for cash gifts for your birthday. Every little bit helps. Alright guys, let's talk about debt. It's something I get asked about all the time, and for good reason. Debt can be a huge burden, holding you back from achieving your financial goals and dreams. But the good news is, it's not a life sentence. You can break free from it. With a solid plan and some discipline, you can tackle your debt and come out on top, stronger than ever. One popular strategy is the debt snowball method, which has helped many people. This is where you list out all your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. You focus all your energy on paying down that smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on everything else. Once that smallest debt is gone, bam! You feel a sense of relief. You take the money you were putting towards it and roll it into the next smallest debt, creating a powerful cycle. This creates a snowball effect, gaining momentum as you pay off each debt, one by one. The psychology behind this method is powerful too. It keeps you motivated. Each time you completely pay off a debt, you get a sense of accomplishment, a win that fuels you. This motivates you to keep going, building momentum until you're completely debt-free. Remember, consistency is key. Stick to your repayment plan, track your progress, and celebrate those small victories along the way. You got this. Stay focused and determined. Now, another strategy you can use is the avalanche method. This method is particularly effective for those who are burdened by multiple debts with varying interest rates. This one focuses on tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first. By doing so, you can reduce the amount of money you lose to interest over time. Think of it this way. Those high-interest debts are like a leaky faucet in your financial house. The longer you let it leak, the more money you waste. You want to fix that leak as soon as possible, right? The sooner you address it, the less water, or in this case money, you lose. So you list out all your debts, but this time, you prioritize them by interest rate, highest to lowest. This helps you see which debt is costing you the most. You attack that high-interest debt aggressively, making as big of payments as you can, while still making minimum payments on everything else. This way you can chip away at the most expensive debt faster. The advantage here is that you save more money on interest payments over the long run. This can free up more of your income for other financial goals. By tackling the highest interest rate debt first, you're minimizing the amount of interest that accrues, which can save you a significant amount of money in the long haul. This can also help you pay off your debts faster. It's like comparing a credit card with a 20% interest rate to a student loan with a 5% interest rate. The difference in interest rates can have a huge impact on how much you end up paying. That credit card debt is going to cost you way more in the long run, so it makes sense to prioritize paying it down as quickly as possible. This way, you can achieve financial freedom sooner. So, which method is better for tackling your debt? Well, both the debt snowball and the avalanche method have their pros and cons, and it's important to understand them. The snowball method offers those quick wins and psychological motivation, while the avalanche method saves you more money on interest in the long term, which can be significant. The best approach for you depends on your personality, your financial situation, and your long-term goals. If you thrive on quick wins and need that extra boost of motivation, the debt snowball method might be a good fit for you. It can help you stay motivated by seeing progress quickly. But if you're more numbers-oriented and want to save as much money as possible, the avalanche method could be the way to go. It focuses on minimizing the amount of interest you pay over time. Ultimately, the most important thing is to choose a method that you can stick with consistently, as consistency is key to success. Remember, getting out of debt is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, persistence, and a clear plan. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Sometimes, a combination of both methods might be the most effective. And hey, if you need extra help, consider talking to a financial advisor. They can help you create a personalized debt payoff plan that aligns with your specific goals and circumstances. Alright, so you've got your budget locked in, a solid emergency fund, and you're chipping away at that debt. That's amazing. But let's talk about really putting your money to work for you, not just sitting in a savings account. That's where investing comes in. You see, investing is the key to building long-term wealth. It's how you beat inflation, which is basically your money losing value over time. It's how you make your money grow faster than it would just sitting in a bank. Think of it like this. If you put $10,000 in a high-yield savings account earning, let's say, a generous 2% interest, you'll earn about $200 after a year. Not bad, right? But with investing, you have the potential to earn significantly more. That's why investing is so crucial for reaching your financial goals, whether it's buying a house, retiring early, or just having that peace of mind knowing your money is working hard for you. Now, when it comes to investing, one of the most important concepts is diversification. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? The same goes for your investments. Diversification means spreading your money across different asset classes like stocks, bonds, and real estate. Think of it like building a well-balanced breakfast. You want some fruit, some protein, maybe some whole grains. You wouldn't just eat a bowl of cereal for every meal, right? Why is diversification so important? Because different asset classes perform differently in different economic climates. When one investment is down, another might be up, which helps to balance out your overall portfolio and reduce risk. Remember, investing always involves some level of risk. But by diversifying your investments, you can minimize that risk and increase your chances of long-term success. Let's talk about retirement accounts, specifically 401(k)s and IRAs. These are powerful tools for building wealth over the long term, and they come with some sweet tax advantages. A 401(k) is an employer-sponsored retirement plan, and often your employer will match your contributions up to a certain percentage of your salary. That's basically free money, people. It's like getting a raise, but instead of spending it, you're investing it for your future. Now, IRAs are individual retirement accounts, which means you can open one up yourself, even if your employer doesn't offer a 401(k). There are different types of IRAs, like traditional and Roth IRAs, each with its own set of tax advantages. The beauty of retirement accounts is that your money grows tax-deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on your earnings until you withdraw the money in retirement. This allows your investments to compound over time, leading to significant growth potential. So you've mastered your budget, built an emergency fund, tackled your debt, and you're on your way to becoming an investing pro. That's incredible. But remember, financial success isn't a destination, it's a journey. The financial world is constantly changing, with new trends emerging all the time. What worked yesterday might not necessarily work tomorrow, which is why it's crucial to stay informed and continuously learn about personal finance. Think of it like staying in shape. You wouldn't just go to the gym once and expect to be ripped for life, right? You gotta keep at it, consistently putting in the work. The same goes for your financial health. Make it a habit to read books, listen to podcasts, follow financial experts. There are so many resources available at your fingertips. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions. Remember those financial goals we talked about earlier? Well, life happens, and sometimes your goals might need a little tweaking along the way. That's why it's essential to review your financial plan periodically and make adjustments as needed. Think of it like driving a car. You don't just set your destination and then close your eyes for the entire trip, right? You gotta keep your eyes on the road, make adjustments based on traffic, weather. Maybe you decide to take a detour to grab some In-N-Out. The same goes for your finances. Are your goals still aligned with your values and aspirations? Are your investments performing as expected? Do you need to adjust your savings rate or investment strategy? By regularly reviewing and adjusting your financial plan, you ensure that you're always on track to reach your goals, even as your life circumstances change. Building a strong financial foundation and achieving long-term success takes effort, there's no doubt about it. But don't let that intimidate you. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Remember, you don't have to be a financial expert to manage your money effectively. There are countless resources available to help you, from financial advisors to online tools and communities. The most important thing is to start today. The sooner you start implementing these principles, the sooner you'll reap the rewards of financial freedom and security. And trust me, the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're in control of your finances is priceless. Building a strong financial foundation takes effort and commitment, but the rewards are worth it. Remember, it's not just about achieving financial stability, it's about creating opportunities for future success. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the FinanceWhales community for more tips and strategies to reach your financial goals. Together, we'll build a brighter financial future.